What's up, guys? So now we're on the 5th episode of House Flipper 2. For right now, like I said, we'll round it off on this episode, and then come next week, we'll be starting the Call of Duty campaign. And so for this video, we're just gonna keep it up to 20 to 30 some odd minutes, and then that'll be the video for today. And so we're basically just gonna stick around here in this house, and we're just gonna start decorating. So first we'll just do this living area. So we're mostly just gonna do some of the like living room, and I guess we can start with some of the seating first, and then we'll see how that looks and go from there. And we can just peruse through this list and see what looks good. And like I said before in the previous episodes, I'm more into monochrome colors, so just mostly like black and white. And sometimes gray can look just as good, sometimes too, depending. And so we're kind of just looking for that kind of look, but also just, since we can switch up the colors on the objects, is also just looking for the type of aesthetic that I think would kind of look nice. And to be honest, I always kind of like these kind of like sectioned types of seats, just because it's more modular that way, and you can kind of get around to doing your own thing with it. So we can start off with this sofa right here, and let's see. We can see that we can buy it, but are we able to... Okay, so that looks like it has predetermined colors. So let's see. I guess we can go with this color. Or I guess we can actually get a little bit more into it, it looks like. But that looks fine for now. Just a base looks pretty good. And then, so what we can do is we can put it right over here, just between the two wooden sectioned areas. And then we can just kind of branch off from there. Yeah, so let's see. Should look at a corner as well. I'll just go with the same predetermined color as well for this. And I think we'll put the corner over here on this end. And yeah, so that looks pretty good. And then we can probably put something over here where it's kind of just its own little space. So we might look for something that looks good in this area on its own. So finding a singular seat might be a little bit difficult, just because it would still, at least in my eyes, I'd like it to match the aesthetic of the furniture that we just placed already. So I guess maybe something like this, the armchair. But, well, okay, so they have the same, basically the same type of color, so we can go with that. And then can kind of just put this in the corner, like so. And if we can look for some tables to go with these, that would be great. And again, same idea, just with the tables as well. Something that's basically similar and still has like the same type of aesthetics would be good to work with. So let's see. We can probably get this for the coffee table. And then just need to see if we can find something that has a similar color, which doesn't really seem like there is. I mean, that might do. Maybe this as well. But that's a little bit more on the brown, so maybe this will go. Since we are using a dark color, we can use the more white to offset it. We can put that there. I can't really... oh, well, I guess it kind of looks like it's the same, so... I don't know which side would be the front or the back, but it looks like it's the same on either end. And then we kind of just need something for the armchair in the corner. Something to fit would be ideal, but maybe that would be, or well, maybe this actually, because it's I think the same brand as well, so then we can just go to darker color since they do have it. We can just put this in the corner here. And let's see. I still would like to possibly get rid of this and do more of a island type of kitchen. Because all of this is still gonna get removed. But we'll finish up in here first in the living room. And then, so now I want to see about electronics. And we'll see about the TV. And then, so we would want to look for a wall-mounted one. So we can go for this one. And we can just put it right here in the middle. And right there should be good. Yeah, right there. That should be good. Then as for some other things, just to liven it up, we might want to look at some plants. Then some smaller pots, or maybe a medium pot actually would be good. And then we can grab this one, since just a more circular pot would look the best, I would think. So we can grab that. That's actually a little bit too big, so we might actually just go with the small. And then if we can find another rounded one, that'd be good. Which is, we only have this one. I don't really like the grooves in it too much. I would have preferred a more smoother base, but or body, but we can work with that. Or maybe we can go with these ones instead. Yeah, I guess we're gonna go with that. We can just go with these ones instead, and then pick a color that's a little bit more similar to what we're using. So instead with the white. The medium still seems pretty big, so we might actually do tiny. That works, that's a little bit better. And we'll just look for some ornamental type plants now to fill in. Look for the tiny. So, I mean, it's not much of a presence, but it's enough, I would think. And then, of course, if we ever come back to this, we can continue to add more. So, now we'll kind of just get rid of all of these things, because we're just going to be redoing all this. And so... Now, since we didn't get too far into doing more of the houses, we can't really get rid of this pillar for the time being. Like the base part, so we're kind of stuck with having this at the moment. But we can kind of just get around to doing a little bit more of the kitchen, just because it's possible now to get around to doing that. And so we'll see about switching out the tiles, and we'll then get some of the other parts of the kitchen. And so we'll just see about grabbing some tile. And then obviously we could just also have a wooden floor if we really wanted to. But I guess we'll go with this one, with the gray marble tile. And then we'll just start replacing this. And then that will basically be the base for the kitchen. So we could probably extend the kitchen out one more strip, but I think we'll wait on that until we can get rid of this when we come back to this at some point. And I think we'll just paint this and not do tile. So we'll go on the paint. And the grayscale. And I think one bucket is good enough. It's actually... okay, yeah, so it's a actually different color. Need to find the exact color. There we go. This is the one, I'm pretty sure. Just redo this. There we go. And so, hopefully you guys are looking forward to the next series, and for that we'll go through the entire campaign of the Call of Duty campaign, so that will actually finish up, and just because this is kind of just more endless, there's not really too much of an end unless you decide there is one, so... Now we'll get around to the kitchen, and so we'll look at the cabinets and stuff now. And still pretty good on time, so we'll see around about the kitchen, and that actually might be it for the video. And so now let's see about functional cabinets first. And they pretty much all look like they are the same for the most part. So then we might go with this set, the Akari, so we can keep in line with matching a little bit. So right now we'll just place these down while we can grab them. And then there isn't anything else to really go with those, to be honest. Doesn't look like there is anyway. Doesn't look like there's any other Akari pieces. So we'll have to pick something to still coincide with it, but to still keep the aesthetics. So that's one thing we're to have to still see about. So we have the functional cabinets for the most part. We still didn't get a sink, so we'll probably grab one from one of these. And just so we can keep some similar. The Scotty stuff might work. Brooks as well might be something that'll work. But we've been using the Scotty stuff already, so... or Venemo, as it is. So we actually might just stick with this to fill out the rest of the stuff that we need. And then we basically just need to change the color, which... the counter, we basically... we'll keep as is. We basically just needed to change the colors for the most part. And so for the top, we need like a white, which doesn't seem like it, but this is more in the wood material. If we can find something that sits with the white on the other counters for like a solid, we might be fine. Of course, I don't know what it is. We might do just white marble, and then we can probably do that for the top. And then we just need to make the body now black, so... I assume it would be in the front, and then we just need to turn this black. Then... that more or less fits for the most part. We can probably tweak it later. So... I do need to change the base as well. Then that should be fine. Then we'll put that in the center. Grab the oven. Then we can put this over here by the window. Dishwasher we can keep by the sink. Now if we can find like a corner piece to cut that off. And so that should be good. That's actually like a hanging cabinet. I need like a cabinet on the floor. Okay, that fits pretty well for the moment. Then we can go look at the fridge. We'll come back to like the cabinets at the top and stuff. Let's see, home appliances. Okay, let's see. So probably go with this one. And then it's basically in colors that we would want. Now, let's see. It's more so like a fridge that you would have against the wall. Now that I'm thinking about it. Let's see. We can actually see about moving this for the time being over here. And then we can put the fridge right here. This kitchen is pretty small, but kind of just working with what we have at the moment. And then so we'll close this off. We might need another corner. So back to cabinets. And grab that. And that'll basically close it off. This gap is a little annoying, but I kinda just want to keep everything as lined up as possible. So that's how this will be for now. And I think we'll call it there for right now. Not much done, but it's actually coming together nicely, and I actually kind of like it so far. And so for the next video, we'll be getting into some Call of Duty next week, and we'll be starting that. Again, like I said before, it'll be each campaign will be just one episode on its own. It might be longer or it might be shorter depending on how I play and just how good I am. So depending on that, the videos might be shorter or longer. Just keep that in mind. And then so I'll see you guys later, and hope you guys enjoyed.